Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, starring Richard Crane. In Pirates of Prah, Chapter 1.
Reggie, you promised to keep the visiograph open. You know I'm expecting to hear from Rocky.
I wanted to bring in Casa 7. There it is. I contacted Casa Central Control Station, and they're holding communications open.
Can I speak to my brother, Paul?
Well, I asked for him. They said he's at the landing field inspecting construction on the new landing platform.
I'll soon see him. It'll be wonderful.
How long since you've seen your brother, Vina?
Almost 3 years. He'll be on the Casa 7 project another 5 years. What happened, Reggie?
All the instruments are dead.
Why, it seems normal.
This is weird. Check the rockets. Rocket thrust is 0. Something has neutralized every bit of our equipment. And there's not a thing we can do about it. No way to check speed or position, and not a chance to make contact with anyone.
Somebody may have us under robot control.
I don't know, Vina. And I don't know of any way of finding out.
Vina's kept that spaceship visiograph busy for an hour. She knew I was going to call.
Well, she's having a vacation, Rocky. Now, for me, let me relax with a little black book and a gay nightlife.
A little more of that busy signal and you've sold me.
Well, here, relax, Rocky. I'll give you a couple of choice pages.
Oh, there's Vina now. Oh, Mr. Secretary.
I'm glad I found you in, Rocky. There's something I'd like to discuss, if it doesn't upset your plans.
It won't, sir.
After all, this is your off-duty period.
We can report at once, Mr. Secretary.
Very good, Rocky.
Well, I kissed the beautiful girls goodbye.
And the gay nightlife.
And the gay nightlife. But I'm not giving up yet.
Rocky, this could turn into a mission.
Well, that's all right, sir. I can take care of canceling our vacation plans, I guess.
Perhaps I should assign someone else to the mission.
Winky's only ribbing, Mr. Secretary.
That's right. We'd rather ride the rocket, sir.
Make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
I don't know where this problem is going to lead. It's a job of troubleshooting.
Well, sir, you know us. We're not happy unless we're in trouble. Well, no, I mean...
I know what you mean, Winky. First, I'll fill you in on some of the details. The United Worlds, as you know, are fortifying the planetoid Casa 7 as a joint control station for our entire solar system.
Oh, yes. Professor Newton told us something about the project.
In preparing Casa 7, each of the United Worlds is furnishing strategic and, in most cases, restricted materials. But lately, there have been disturbing reports of cargo spaceships vanishing on the way to Casa 7. Yes, Higgins?
We're in contact by visiograph with Mars, sir. They request Secretary Drake.
I'll take it on my receiver. This is Drake, speaking from Earth.
Speaking from Mars, Runas here. This is the final report on our supply spaceship Double M en route to Casa 7. It is now 2 moon cycles overdue. We must presume it to be lost.
Space Rangers are being assigned immediately to investigate the entire situation of missing cargo ships.
I know you'll keep us informed, Mr. Secretary.
You'll have a report within the solar month. Greetings from Earth, Runus.
Greetings from Mars, Secretary Drake.
You heard. That's the third spaceship vanished within a week.
You know, of course, sir, that Vena's on her way to Casa 7 on a cargo ship.
That's right, sir. Rocky's been trying to call Vena.
I've been unable to make contact. And frankly, sir, I'm a bit worried.
We'll put your mind at ease. Higgins,
Yes, sir?
get a report from Casa 7. I want to know if cargo spaceship CM7 has landed. We'll have word in a few minutes, Rocky. We want to find out what's happening to the cargo ships.
Oh, I'm sure it can be done, sir, by using our space stations.
You're the troubleshooter, Rocky. Run down every possibility. We've got to find the answer, or there'll be repercussions throughout our entire system.
The report from Casa 7, sir.
Let's have it.
Spaceship CM7 was last heard from as it was about to enter the gravity field for the approach. Since then, there's been no word from the ship. All efforts to make contact with it have failed. CM7 has disappeared into space.
Thank you, Higgins.
With your permission, sir, I'd like to start by tracing spaceship CM7.
Of course. This mission is in your hands.
Good. We can blast off within the hour. Winky? Get the orbit jet ready for blast off, Winky. I'm going to see Professor Newton for a moment.
The rockets will be ready to roar.
There. Now, we'll have to give this at least a 4-hour exposure, Bobby.
Well, that's the harmless one yet. Oh, Rocky, we're making some wonderful pictures of Scorpus with hydrogen light.
What we need are some trick snapshots of Casa 7.
Your tone tells me there's trouble,
Perhaps. But I don't know what it is, Professor.
except that it concerns Casa 7.
Secretary Drake will tell you the whole story. This much I wanted you to know. The ship Vena's on has vanished in space.
I want to help, Rocky. Please let me help.
This is one time I'd like to say no, Bobby, but I can't.
Thanks, Rocky. Thanks a million. You won't be sorry. We'll find Vena.
You bet we will. Now run along and get packed. Meet us at the blast-off platform. Professor Newton, I don't know where this flight is going to take us. Maybe to the far limits of our solar system.
Is there something you wish to ask me, Rocky?
Yes, Professor. Is there anything, any new discovery still held secret that might help us?
Yes, there is. But I've been fearful of even discussing it. Wrongly used, it could have cataclysmic results.
Vena's life may be at stake.
Come, I'll show you. I'll show you the power of cold light.
Cold light.
As long as our auxiliary power holds out, we can use the visiograph.
Can we contact anyone on it?
No, we can see what's ahead of us on it, and that's about all. As near as I can tell, we're traveling at a constant speed.
Reggie, we're alone in space without a rocket. No, we're not, Reggie. They must have seen us. The ship was coming in our direction.
I couldn't identify it. It didn't have any markings.
It may have come from Casa 7.
We'll soon find out.
Can they come alongside us?
Yes, I'm sure the magnetic lock's in operation. Well, we're alongside. inside. Probably aligning the airlock hatch.
They've reached the hatch. We're connected now. Are you from Casa 7?
No. On Casa 7, they don't even know you're alive. And you're the ones who neutralized our equipment. You're real bright to figure that out for yourself.
I'll get to the cargo room.
Relax, or you won't be alive. Vina, your space gun. If you have to, use it. Ask questions later. I'll get through to Casa 7 on the astrophone in their ship.
Keep an eye on him, Doc.
Go over there. Go on. I'll use the gun if I have to. Hurry up.
No, Vina, you'll drop it. Drop it.
Get over there.
Nice work. You're a couple of smart operators. Only you don't have any brains. Now see if you can get their cargo into our ship without tripping over it.
So, Rinkman, you've ended up as a space pirate. At least you can't sink any lower.
It's a very profitable business, Vina.
And to get it, you destroy spaceships.
You won't be harmed. We've just neutralized your ship's rockets and equipment.
Why are we still in normal flight?
You're not. You're revolving around Casa 7 in a fixed orbit, just like the moon revolves around the Earth.
How?
We cut your power and neutralized your equipment when your ellipse speed balanced against the gravity of Casa 7.
That's what happened to the other ships you've pirated.
That's right. You'll be revolving around Casa 7 for the next 1,000,000 years, or until a piece of meteoric waste hits the ship. To make sure you're not identified, I'll have the markings removed from your ship.
You have found a new way to commit murder.
Oh, don't give me any credit, Vina. Dr. Vanko worked it out. I just make sure that no other spaceship bothers you.
Ringman, this is the last of it.
All send your pilot back. Oh, I almost forgot. In case you're expecting help from Rocky Jones, forget it. I've got a decoy spaceship waiting for him. The orbit jet will be blown to bits. The orbit jet's going to be blown to bits. The orbit jet's going to be blown to bits.
Do we have a chance?
No use kidding ourselves, Vina. It's like a 1,000,000 to 1 shot that we'll ever be seen. Like finding a tiny fragment in infinite space.
Until our food gives out or a meteorite hits us.
That's the deal, Vina.
Right now I'm hungry. I'll get lunch.
Winky, what's our position?
Let me see if I can read it.
Hey, what are you trying to do? Get my job as navigator?
Well, you know I wouldn't take anything that's yours or Rocky's.
Go ahead and read it, boy.
Position celestial meridian, longitude 219 degrees 20 minutes. Celestial parallel, latitude 76 degrees 4 minutes.
Good work, Bobby. Oh, Winky,
Yeah, Rocky.
I've contacted Casa 7. They still have no word from Venus spaceship.
Oh? Well, maybe we better start scanning the radar vex, huh?
Good idea. Our flight will take us into Casa's atmosphere. Hey, Winky. A spaceship at 5 o'clock. Oh. Can you identify it?
Yeah, it's a Mars spaceship. The Double M.
The ship that was reported lost. XV2 calling spaceship Mars Double M. Come in, Double M. This is the XV2 calling spaceship Mars Double M. Come in.
It's turned 15 degrees off horizontal. The ship's damaged, Rocky.
Bobby's right.
Yes, the phone must be out. Secure. We're going alongside.
We just missed being smeared all over the galaxy.
No wonder they didn't answer our signal.
Sure, they were leading us to the slaughter.
The Double M was lost, but apparently she's been found by enemies who are aboard now.
Well, do we run or fight?
Prepare to fire starboard rocket.
Aye, aye, sir.
I'll arc over the ship at R400. Release rocket on count 5. Starting run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, the Double M just became the Scrambled M.
Log the incident, Winky, so that a full report can be sent to Mars Space Headquarters.
What did you hit?
Sighted enemy, smeared same.
Why do I have to miss all the excitement?
Bobby boy, the excitement's just starting.
Keep the radar vex open, Winky. I'm sure we're in an area our unknown enemies don't want us to search.
Yes, sir. Rocky, object ahead.
Object's about 2 solar minutes ahead of us.
All right, Bobby. Professor Newton can be proud of you.
Elemental, my dear Rocky. Elemental.
Hold it on, Winky. When we're halfway there, we'll be able to tell if it's a spaceship.
Rocky, why'd you bring this on the orbit jet?
Oh, well, that's something Professor Newton's been working on for a long time.
I know. It's cold light.
Oh? Then he's told you about it, huh?
Yes, we discussed it, and I gave him my opinion.
Well, I know he appreciated that.
Cold light should never be used indiscriminately. The gamma rays could be fatal to those who use it.
Yes, Professor Newton warned me.
Rocky, it's a spaceship ahead.
Safety belts. This is the XB2 calling spaceship at approximately celestial meridian 190 degrees, celestial parallel 80 degrees. Come in, identify yourself. This is the XB2 calling spaceship at approximately celestial meridian 180 degrees, celestial parallel 90 degrees. Come in, identify yourself.
It's a spaceship, Reggie. It's Rocky in the orbit jet. We have to get some signal to him.
We're helpless, Vina.
The rocket missiles.
We can't operate the tubes. And even if we could, firing them wouldn't be safe.
I mean, force them through the tubes. Drop them overside. They'd have to see that and not pass us by.
It might work. We could give it a try. We may have enough auxiliary power to drop them off.
Winky, Bobby, look at their missile tube, starboard.
It's starting to open.
We're going to be ducking missiles in a minute.
Port rocket, Winky. Same run. Fire missile on count 5.
Repeat on 5.
Starting run.
Check.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, Winky. Hold fire. They ejected the rocket. They weren't firing it. That was meant as a signal to us.
Maybe the ship's in some kind of trouble, Rocky.
Get the magnetic lock ready, Winky. We're going alongside.
Yes.
The orbit jet is gone. Alongside.
I'll open the airlock hatch.
Rocky! Bobby!
You had us worried.
I was never so happy to see anyone in all my life.
Why didn't you answer our signal?
Our power and equipment were neutralized.
Our spaceship is a satellite of Casa 7.
How'd that happen?
Rinkman and Dr. Vanko, the two renegades from Earth, arranged it.
Oh, so they're the cause of all the trouble.
They've taken up space pirating. They came alongside and took off all our cargo.
I see. Well, you can give me a complete rundown on our way to Casa 7.
We can't get out of our orbit, Rocky.
Oh, I think we can. The orbit jet will take you out. We'll stay at magnetic lock. Tandem pole will do the job. You better stay by the controls here, Reg. Vina, you come on the orbit jet with me,
That's like going home, Rocky.
I told him we'd find you, Vina. Didn't I, Rocky?
You bet you did, Bobby. XB2 calling Casa 7. Come in, Casa 7.
Casa 7 Central Station to XV2. Proceed.
Requesting landing clearance. Bringing spaceship CM7 in on tandem pull.
Landing platform in readiness. Please report at 10 miles. We'll bring you in for ground control approach. Out.
Out.
You never saw two fellas so worried, Vina. Rocky gave me 5 minutes to get ready for blastoff. And Winky was so anxious to begin the search for you, he even threw away his little black book.
Black book, how about that? The kid's growing up. Throw away my book? Oh, no, not that.
Be with us next week, same time, same station, when we again take you into outer space for further adventures with Rocky Jones, Space Ranger. Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, starring Richard Crane. In The Forbidden Moon, Chapter 1.
Thank you, Marshal.
This is Office of Space Affairs. Office of Space Affairs. Come in, please. Space Station, RV-5. Clark speaking. This is RV-5. Request aid.
Clark, this is Drake. What's wrong?
Situation beyond control.
Listen to me, Clark. Try to tell me what happened.
RV-5. Request aid.
Can you hear me, Clark? Boost audio amplification.
It's at capacity now, sir.
This is Office of Space Affairs, calling Space Station RV-5. Come in. Marshal, get Rocky Jones.
Yes, sir.
What do you make of it?
What could have happened to Clark?
I don't know.
It looks very serious, Rocky.
I agree, sir. RV-5 is our most important link with outer space.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
This may be a trap. Marshal?
Yes, sir.
Special orders. Ground all spaceships.
Mr. Secretary, contact with RV-5 just went dead. All communications severed.
Have a ship prepared for blast-off at once.
Yes, sir.
We're ready, sir. And so's the orbit jet. Right?
Right.
In case you can't land on the space station, Vina, you could set up operational headquarters over here.
We'll do that, sir.
However, I would prefer your immediate return to Earth.
Mr. Secretary, I've decided to resign from the Space Rangers.
Why, Bobby?
If I can't go on the troubleshoot mission, I guess it don't amount to much.
You amount to a great deal, Bobby, to all of us. That's why you're staying here.
Why, Bobby understands, Mr. Secretary. Don't you, Bobby?
I suppose so.
That's fine. And now, Professor, there's a question regarding the distance between these two possible objectives. Whether you can remain in communication with this office. However, I think with your...
-5, sir.
Rocky, on a troubleshoot mission, you never know what you'll run into. Please be careful.
I will, sir.
And come back, all of you, safely.
Well, we always have.
Ready for blast-off, sir, but the professor's missing.
The last I saw him, he was looking for Bobby to tell him goodbye. Well, here's the professor now.
I can't find the boy anywhere. He must have taken it pretty hard.
No Space Ranger likes to be grounded, but he'll get over it.
Well, take good care of him for me, won't you, Drake?
Sure will, Professor.
All the supplies and emergency equipment aboard?
Yes, sir.
Good. Switch on blast-off synchronizer.
Aye, aye, sir.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, Rocky.
Switch on blast-off synchronizer.
How's it going, boys?
Fine, now that you're here.
We just left Earth's magnetic field. Won't be long now.
What's the professor up to?
His usual afternoon nap. Rocky, if we're out of Earth's magnetic field, we must be flying backwards. Take a look at those instruments.
Jumping Jupiter, this can't be.
It isn't. We're out of the magnetic field, all right. Something's wrong with the instruments.
I think they were all double-checked before blast-off.
Secure. Vina, warn the professor. Winky, you stay at the controls. This may be sabotage.
Aye, aye.
All the magnetic instruments have been reversed. There's something wrong in the aft section. Don't leave the controls, Winky.
Right.
Stay in your seats. All right, I've got you covered. Come on out of there. You heard me.
Bobby.
Wow. Looks like we've got a stowaway.
I'm sorry, Rocky, but it just wasn't fair. I've always been on your team.
What's that you've got?
Oh, a piece of quartz from my planetary rock collection.
Quartz. Of course. That's what reversed the instruments. Get going, Bobby.
Bobby!
Bobby!
Relax, Winky. Come on in here.
So, you're here.
Bobby!
There's your saboteur, and here's his secret weapon. This is a piece of quartz. And if I remember correctly, quartz contains bismuth, and bismuth acts as a magnet.
You're right, Rocky. And I may add, the bismuth becomes a powerful magnet when it's removed from the magnetic field of the Earth.
So that's what happened to the instruments. Bobby, boy, are we glad to see you.
Let me repeat. Estimated time of arrival is 14:20. Professor, Vina, Bobby, you stay aboard while Winky and I go on reconnaissance. These are my orders, Bobby. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, return to your post.
XV2 to space station, RV5. Come in, please. Come in, RV5. Do you read me? Place is dead or no gypsy moon, Rocky. Not a sign of life.
Don't be too sure, Winky. We may be expected.
Yeah, it could be you're right. They wrecked the communication system, but they made sure that the magnetic coupler was left on.
Switch on visiograph.
Look, Rocky, there's a spaceship moored in the station. A reception committee.
Yes, and we're the guests of honor. No mark of identification. This spells trouble, and plenty of it. Well, Winky, you like parties? Looks like we're going to have one.
Yeah.
The other ship's through there. Let's take a look inside.
Wow. Who pushed us? I don't think they like us, or is this some new safety device?
I doubt it. That ship's radioactive. I'm going inside. You get the anti-radiation serum. Make sure everybody's inoculated.
Well, what about you?
Later, not now. Get going, Winky.
Right, sir. What's up?
Nobody home. But take a look at this. That spaceship's out of the planet Medina.
Some flight plan. Point of departure, Medina. Destination, unknown. I don't get it.
They're way off their course.
They always have been. The ruler Agar's always had a chip on his shoulder.
We'd better stop guessing about that spaceship and find out.
Look, Rocky, before you go anyplace around here, you're going to let Professor Newton give you some of that anti-radiation serum. We've all had it now, so come on.
All right.
Well, we've searched half the space station, and all we find is destruction.
Whoever wrecked the other equipment left this room untouched. Air generator in perfect condition, oxygen supply intact. Somebody's still here. The man's got to breathe. Open up! Open up! All right, Winky, stand clear. Well, he's still alive. Get the professor.
All right, sir.
Will he be all right, Professor?
Well, I don't know, Rocky. You see, this man is more than unconscious. He's in a coma. My diagnosis indicates a paralysis of the cortex of the brain. There's little I can do until I learn the cause.
You mean you don't know?
Well, this much I do know. This type of paralysis is often due to exposure by radiation. To cure it, I must know the specific radiation that's responsible.
It's lucky we took the serum, or we'd all be in that condition.
Yeah.
Now, I shall need my equipment, Rocky, especially the Geiger counters.
Certainly, Professor. Oh, Vina. Vina!
Vina Ray reporting.
We need radiation detection equipment urgently. We're in the space station control room. Proceed with caution.
Yes, Rocky.
And Vina, under no circumstances is Bobby to leave the ship. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you needn't worry, Rocky. Bobby will never again disobey you. He promised me.
Good. Say, Winky, those astrophone recordings may give us a lead. We forgot the monitor.
Now we're getting someplace.
Medina spaceship to RV-5. Space station RV-5. Come in, RV-5. Medina spaceship to RV-5.
RV-5 to Medina spaceship. Clark speaking.
I have a crippled ship. Can you pull me in by magnet?
Sure thing, just hold on. What are you doing in this neck of the woods?
Never mind. Just do your job.
That's what I'm here for. Here we go.
There's more.
Calling Medina. Calling Medina. Come in, please.
That voice sounds familiar.
This is Medina. Mannion speaking. Who wants us?
Get my sister Yara immediately. This is Agar.
Immediately, sir.
Yara and Agar. There's a pair of troublemakers.
It's Yara I'm worried about. She's the one who rules Medina. Agar's just a figurehead.
Oh, the big sister act, huh? He does what she says.
Agar, where have you been? I want a report.
You'll get it. Listen to this, Yara. I found the secret that will make us and Medina rulers of the universe. The key to the most tremendous weapon ever known to mankind.
And what is this mysterious weapon, Agar?
I'll tell you when I get there. Send a ship immediately. I'm at space station RV-5.
What happened to your ship?
It's damaged. I had a forced landing on the Forbidden Moon, but I managed to blast off and get as far as space station RV-5.
Forbidden Moon? That's out of bounds. No one's ever returned from there.
Well, I did. That's where I found the secret.
I'll send a ship for you, Agar. Out.
Well, we sure missed connections with this guy Agar, didn't we?
Yes, it looks like it. Winky, I want that astrophone repaired. We've got to reestablish communication with Earth.
Right away, sir.
Professor, I'm going to the Medina spaceship to see what I can find out.
You go ahead, Rocky. And by the time you get back, I may have the answer to this radiation problem.
Good.
Stay where you are.
Hello, Agar. I see you're still with us.
Any objections?
On the contrary, I've been wanting to talk to you.
Go ahead.
I don't like talking across a gun.
I do when I'm talking to a tall man. Pulls him down to my size, sort of evens the score. What does it? All you have is muscles, but I have brains and this to back it up.
Now, come on now, Agar. Stop playing hero.
Playing hero? Making fun of me because I'm small. You don't have to be big to be a hero. I mean business.
So do I.
convinced your paralysis is only temporary. You can hear me, so please listen carefully. You have nothing to be afraid of. I haven't been able as yet to determine what sort of radiation affected you, but you must have faith in science. It's only a matter of time. You're taking it wonderfully, Clark. Now, I can assure you the anti-radiation serum I've given you will protect you until I've found the ray.
What's happening?
The Medina ship. I thought it was damaged.
It's Rocky. In the orbit jet.
I won't bite you.
Children should speak only when spoken to.
I'm not a child. I'm a space ranger. Who are you?
I am Agar, ruler of Medina, soon supreme ruler of the universe.
That's a mouthful.
You're a space ranger, all right. Just big talk. Muscle-bound fools.
That's not talk. Rangers have good manners. They're not bullies. They don't act like you.
Don't they?
I know what's wrong with you. You're like Corky. He's a kid in my school. Always picking a fight with me. He knows I won't hit him because he's smaller.
Why, you...
Go ahead. You're bigger than me.
Well, I fixed the communication generator, but I can't make the astrophone work up here.
Oh, Winky, you must make it work. We've got to get through to Earth. With Rocky gone, it's our only chance.
Now, Vina. Remember, a good space ranger never gives up hope.
Thank heavens you're here. I thought you were on the ship. Where's Bobby?
But we thought he was with you on the ship.
He's on the ship, all right, but not with me.
What do you mean?
He's with our pal Agar. Bobby's on a ship with death.
Better give us the facts, Rocky.
Yes. I suppose finding this was a lucky break. It's the log of the Medina spaceship. A record of Agar's deadly treasure hunt.
What does it say, Rocky?
Date of entry, October 16th. Spaceship rocket trouble. Closest planet, Forbidden Moon. Attempted forced landing, landing successful. Leaving ship to repair damage. Date of entry unknown. Lost consciousness after leaving ship. Cause strong radiation penetrating spacesuit. Regained consciousness. Rapid paralysis, breathing difficult. Unable to reach ship and supplies. Consumed leaf from plant to relieve thirst. Sudden recovery. Summary after completion of radiation tests. Discovered new type of cosmic radiation on Forbidden Moon. Its penetrating power first paralyzes, then kills. Leaves of unknown plant cured me and made me immune from radiation.
Why, that man is walking death.
What about us? And poor Bobby.
Well, our anti-radiation shots are still holding out, but who knows for how long. And time, Rocky, time is of the essence.
I'll get this astrophone fixed.
And I'll try to repair Agar's spaceship. We've got to go to Medina and find Bobby. And Agar must be isolated, or he'll contaminate and destroy his own people.
Hey, Rocky, I'm getting through to Earth. RV-5 calling Office of Space Affairs.
Order Space Disaster Squad. Decontamination crew and equipment. Keep all spaceships grounded. Space station unsafe and out of bounds.
This is the RV-5 calling Office of Space Affairs.
Office of Space Affairs to RV-5. Come in, please.
I read you. This is Space Station RV-5.
was Clark when you left him, Professor?
Oh, that anti-radiation serum works like a miracle.
Clark will be all right until the space disaster crew arrives.
You know, this old clunk isn't doing too bad.
She's held together with hope and a promise.
She'll get us there. Professor, remember what you said. Good space ranger never gives up hope.
Be with us next week, same time, same station, when we again take you into outer space for further adventures with Rocky Jones, Space Ranger.